Traditional book clubs have a built-in flaw. Everyone reads the exact same book, only to gather and politely summarize a plot you already know. To fix that, we can ditch the passive reading and build an interactive audio-first salon, one structured like a branching choose-your-own-adventure story. To pull this off, we need to build 3 things: a curated thematic listening flight, a rigid 6-week sprint schedule, and an interactive digital hub. Before we start, make sure you have an existing audiobook collection, a free Discord account, and 5 to 12 committed participants. By shifting to a choice-driven audio format, you turn a solitary hobby into a system where every member's decision helps dictate the next 6 weeks of listening. Step 1 is curating. Instead of a single text, pair one long anchor book with a short wildcard to create a listening flight. The anchor represents a dense, long-form foundation. To disrupt that, add the wildcard, a shorter, high-contrast audio piece like a radio play. Instead of forcing one pairing, you act as curator and offer a menu of 3 to 5 different anchor options under a single theme. The members then choose their own specific path. For example, someone might choose a scientific text on Darwinian adaptation as their anchor, while listening to a dramatic, personal memoir about modern romance as their wildcard. Pairing contrasting audiobooks forces ideas to cross-pollinate. Because the members chose the path themselves, they have a personal stake in finishing the material. With the content selected, step 2 is pacing. We apply a short-term structure to keep the group's energy high and prevent the club from dragging out for months. We'll use a 6-week sprint model. Week 1 is a kickoff meeting to lock in chosen audio paths. Weeks 2 through 5 are for self-paced listening, where members share audio clips. Everything converges in week 6 for the grand finale, a live cross-book debate. The golden rule for this sprint is to limit the required listening to a maximum of 3 to 5 hours per week. That keeps the workload manageable for busy adult schedules. This 6-week sprint creates a predictable rhythm. The group stays engaged because there is a definitive finish line in sight from day 1. Step 3 is building the infrastructure. To manage the branching choices and group discussions, you need a central digital hub. Discord works perfectly here by bridging asynchronous text with synchronous audio. This mock-up shows how to organize your server. Start by creating administrative text channels, specifically a general chat and a dedicated channel for theme announcements. Next, build isolated, spoiler-free text channels dedicated strictly to each specific anchor book on your menu. Members only join the channel for the path they chose. Then, set up a dedicated low-latency voice channel. This allows the group to host synchronous listening parties and hear audio clips together without a distracting lag. Post a branching poll to ask the group where to go next, like choosing cosmic sci-fi or historical crime, and have them vote using emoji reactions. Moving the conversation into a poll-driven digital space forces participants to make decisions. These votes directly determine which audiobooks the group will analyze next. Even with great infrastructure, the final meeting can easily slide into plot summaries. To stop that, you have to use structured facilitation. Assign specific roles to your members for the live meeting. Start with the connector, tasked with finding thematic links between the anchor and the companion. Next is the questioner. This person's only job is to prepare and ask 3 analytical discussion prompts to keep the group focused. Finally, assign the quote master. They're required to play a 60-second audio clip highlighting a specific moment of voice acting or complex sound design. During the call, use breakout rooms to temporarily divide your members based on which anchor book they selected. This lets them debate their specific path before returning to present their findings to the main group. Enforcing these roles ensures the event focuses on the medium of sound itself, turning a standard gathering into an analytical salon. You have taken a private library and built a structure that allows a group to navigate those titles together. As we see here, the system rests on 3 pillars: the curated thematic flight, the locked 6-week schedule, and the digital decision hub. This framework ensures every member has a stake in the process. They select the paths, vote on the branches, and provide the evidence used during the final debate. Look through your own shelf and find 2 audiobooks that shouldn't work together. Pair them up and drop your combination in the comments below.